Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today, it's my friend, my pal, Steve Theisen, Wisconsin DOT. Steve, how you doing?
Good. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you?
Living the dream, my friend. Living the dream from my
Must be a
living
good
room here.
dream then.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Steve, how have you been doing out there and road construction land?
Doing well, thank you. It's certainly been busy. We had a couple of rainy days here in April. Now we're in the second week of May, and things are progressing nicely. We're actually looking toward an upcoming traffic shift after Memorial Day weekend to take traffic onto the new concrete pavement. It's not there yet, but onto the new pavement on the eastbound side, and we'll start working on the westbound lanes.
Yeah, the things have been moving pretty slick so far. Has COVID-19 helped move this project along, or are we just right on track with everything in this construction phase this year?
We're right on track with everything going on. Certainly, the lower traffic volumes allow us to have more lane closures, especially during the daytime hours. In the contract, we previously had between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., so during the non-peak times of the day. But with the lower traffic volumes, we're able to extend that continuously. Since then, we have now had 2 lanes open each way between Verona Road and Commerce Park Drive. Of course, there's still the construction processes to follow, waiting for the grade to settle, waiting for asphalt pavement or concrete pavement to cure, what have you. So there's still some of the normal construction things to wait for, but certainly moving and progressing nicely.
Yeah, and talking about the McKee Road component here and what's happening this year. So this is the final phase, as we've shared on our updates. But Steve, kind of walk us through here the next couple of months here. So obviously you're just about done with eastbound.
Right. So the eastbound side, we're grading that right now. We're actually going to have a closure of Nesbitt Road next week, May 18th, May 19th for 2 days, and then we will pave the concrete and the asphalt through that area, and then shift eastbound traffic onto those new eastbound lanes. So essentially the south side of McKee, and then work a little bit in the median, and then shift all the traffic onto that south side as we work on the westbound lane. So by the end of the project, late October, early November, we'll have 3 lanes each way on McKee Road, as well as the single point interchange at Verona Road and PD. I know you talked about that in your update a couple weeks ago. That's the very similar configuration to the Beltline and Verona Road interchange that will be in effect here later this year.
Yeah, very excited to see that finish up. There has been some road construction too, some finishing pieces on the Verona Road itself. Tell me what's been going on up there.
Yeah, so we had some concrete patching in the old lanes of Highway 151, essentially right near the Verona Road bridges. That was in the old lanes that we did some concrete patching just to rehabilitate that and make that last a little longer. We finished the northbound epoxy polymer overlay a couple weeks ago. So now that has that same overlay like the southbound structure. And then we're also putting down the permanent pavement markings between County PD and Raymond Road. And we'll have some lane closures going on, of course, this week, as well as next week, and some ramp closures at PD and Williamsburg Way, just to make those final connections and have that finished product.
Yeah, and since we've gone live with Verona Road, boy, does traffic move through there fairly slick.
It does. It's moving along really well. Certainly a much needed improvement compared to the 2 intersections that we had even 5 years ago. What it is today, a lot more efficient, a lot safer. Certainly we encourage everyone to obey the posted speed limit out there. Just because it's 3 lanes and free flow travel doesn't mean you get to do 80 going down Verona Road. It's still the segments of 30, 40, and 55, and then as you get out closer to Verona, it becomes or bumps back up to 65. But certainly people need to keep their heads up, phones down, and obeying that posted speed limit through there.
Let's go back and quickly talk about that road closure at Nesbitt. Will we have a detour for that set up, Steve, on those couple of days, or how are we going to handle that?
So for Nesbitt Road, we're closing it Monday, May 18th and Tuesday, May 19th. And that 2-day closure will allow crews to do some grading, aggregate, some storm sewer work, and then asphalt paving to make that final connection to the finished McKee Road intersection there. There won't be any detour since it is a local roadway. However, people familiar with the area can use the Verona Road intersection, so up by Target and Hy-Vee. I mean, there's still left turns and right turns, and that's applicable even today as we have those permanent turn restrictions at Nesbitt and Capec that people can use that intersection. That's one of the main reasons why we built that Verona Road extension through the quarry so people can have an alternate way to turn onto McKee Road.
Perfect. Yeah, like I said, things have been just moving along real slick this year, and I appreciate the updates. Always a pleasure to read those every Monday, and we're gonna miss you, Steve. I'm already in my my sad phase. Every time I'm doing it, there's a violin playing in my ear with some sad music. So just want to throw that out there. Steve, for people who want to get in contact with you, I know with COVID, things have been you know, a little bit different. Haven't been able to have our open houses as usual, but you want to hear from the people.
Of course, and there's still lots of ways to stay in contact with us, staying virtually connected through our website, Verona Road Project.wi.gov. Certainly email addresses, veronaroad@dot.wi.gov, as well as phone numbers. Those contact information is listed on the website. We also have a Facebook page. Certainly reach out to us if you have any questions. A lot of the photos of what's going on with construction progress are available on Facebook, and certainly you can get your updates by just clicking the sign up for updates tab either on Facebook or on the project website.
All right, Steve, fantastic. Thank you so much for jumping on, taking the time. Appreciate it. We'll get out the word here on that closure on Nesbitt again coming up here May 18th and 19th now. And we'll, of course, check back in with Steve. Maybe when the traffic shifts happen, we'll try to bring you back in.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jeremy.
All right, that's Steve Theisen, Wisconsin DOT. We're certainly going to miss that guy. All right, we'll take a quick break. You are watching Talking Pittsburgh.